Today is Thursday, March 21st, and this is CitrusTV Now. I'm Ilana Epstein. Here are today's top stories. Breaking news this evening, SU is releasing new COVID guidelines. The new guidelines include staying home if you are sick with any COVID symptoms. Those who test positive are no longer mandated to isolate for 5 days. Instead, they can go back to normal activities if, after 24 hours, symptoms are getting better and a fever is no longer present. Students are also not required to report a positive COVID test. The school is continuing to suggest students get vaccinated and wear a mask if you are sick. The College of Visual and Performing Arts is hosting printmaker Alexis Nutini tonight from 6:30 to 8. The event is part of VPA's Visiting Artist Lecture Series, and it is taking place in the Shemin Auditorium in the Schaefer Art Building. Nutini is an award-winning printmaker with professional experience in the Philadelphia area. Syracuse police are investigating a case of fentanyl poisoning in an 11-month-old baby. First responders revived the baby with Narcan and rushed the child to the hospital. This comes just 2 weeks after 11-year-old Ashton Dagonzik died from fentanyl poisoning. Onondaga County DeBill Fitzpatrick said the recent fentanyl poisonings in the county is, quote, something that we've never seen. A Syracuse landlord has agreed to fix up to 19 properties that are contaminated by lead paint. He is also offering $5,000 each to 11 children who were poisoned while living in his rentals. Todd Hobbs of Van Buren will spend $120,000 to fix the homes and $55,000 to the lead paint victims. A third-party monitor approved by the Attorney General's office will conduct oversight. The New York State Education Department and New York State United Teachers are supporting legislation that would stop evaluating teachers based on their students' test scores. According to United Teachers President Melissa Person, the bill would allow principals to focus on supporting the improvement of new teachers. It is unclear whether Governor Kathy Hochul would support the bill. Coming up after the break, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson invited a foreign leader to speak before Congress. Find out who after the break.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to the Now. House Speaker Mike Johnson is inviting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to speak before Congress. This comes as Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer declined a request by Netanyahu to address the Senate Democratic Caucus. Netanyahu spoke to the Senate Republicans Wednesday. Schumer said he doesn't think these discussions should happen in a partisan manner. Schumer also recently called for new elections in Israel. And one of the best times of the sports year is here. The NCAA tournament began today, and for the third straight year, Syracuse was not selected to play in the tournament. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun watching all the games. A record 22.6 million brackets were filled out on ESPN, a 15% increase from last season. About a quarter of those brackets picked UConn to repeat as national champs. And I actually filled out a bracket this year, and I picked Purdue to win it all and get their redemption from last year. But my bracket isn't perfect anymore, much like the weather outside. Luke, when will we see some more perfect weather?
Well, Ilana, it's not looking like it's going to be anytime soon, unfortunately. If we take a look at our temperatures right now, we've been sitting just above 30 all day. However, though, those winds are sitting around 20 miles per hour, making it feel a little bit colder. If we take a look into tonight, those winds may stick around. They're going to be anywhere from 12 to 25 miles per hour. We're going to feel like we're sitting at 13 degrees. If we take a look into our weekend forecast, it's not getting much better with those lows hitting in the high teens on Saturday and Sunday. We even might see a few inches of snow on Friday. That's all I have now for your stay tuned to News Live at 6 for your full 5-day forecast. Ilana, I'll send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Luke. Coming up on News Live at 6, VO scooters have returned to Syracuse's campus after taking a winter break. Citrus TV's Caitlin Campbell will discuss the rollout of the scooters and other VO devices tonight at 6. That's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV Now. For more of the latest, follow us on Citrus TV News on X and Instagram. I'm Ilana Epstein. The news continues in an hour with Nicole Aponte and Chilakasi Adele.